So I've been making reaction videos for about 2.5 years now, and not only do I really enjoy making reaction videos, but I also really enjoy watching reaction videos. I mean, that's the reason why I got into this in the first place. During the pandemic, I found reaction channels as a way to kind of connect with the metal community in a way that I hadn't in a long time, and it's just so much fun, and I am really just a big fan of so many reactors here on YouTube. But as somebody who's also been a professional video producer for about 6 years now, I have some really strong opinions on how reaction videos should be done. So this is my top 10 things that reactors need to stop doing. Now, before we get into this, I just want to say this list is by no means definitive, and by no means am I saying that I am the expert. I know my videos are just okay. There are some people out there who are doing so much more creative and interesting things than I am. I just think that there's a lot of things that reactors can do to clean up their videos, make them tighter, make them more interesting, and just make them more enjoyable to watch for the average viewer. So this is not a call out to any one particular person, and this is not me hating on anyone for sure. This is definitely just my personal opinions on the way I think reaction videos should be done. If you disagree, that's totally cool. You do you. This is just my list. With all that being said, let's jump into it. At number 10, I have overdoing it for the camera. I'm talking about those reactors who lose their minds when a breakdown happens, who fall out of their chairs, who are like screaming and, oh my goodness, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. I really doubt that that is their real personality. And if it is, great, good for them. You know, I'm sure they're really fun to be around, but I'm also certain that most of the people doing that are just hamming it up for the camera and doing it for the views. Just stop. It's so much more interesting to be yourself and to genuinely capture your real raw emotions on camera. There's a reason why my videos are much more subdued than the average reaction video. That's because that's just who I am. I'm not the kind of person who's gonna flip out and lose my mind over a generic breakdown. But when I find something that's truly amazing and truly does blow my mind, you are gonna see that in my face, in my real reaction, because I don't give you that every single time. At number 9, we have reacting to things that you don't care about at all, just for the views. Now, this is definitely something that I have never done. All right, everybody's done this one, and everybody will continue to do this one. I can't really fault people for doing this, honestly. It's a quick and easy way to grow your channel. But just try to have something interesting to say about these songs. So many of these songs have been passed around so many times. You can kind of predict what people are going to say when the big moment happens, when, you know, when so-and-so hits the big high note, or when the breakdown happens or whatever. If you're going to do the kind of stuff that you know guarantees you huge views, that everyone's done and has made the rounds over the past couple of years, have something interesting to say, or just don't do it. At number 8, we have giving a 10 for every review. This is also something that I've been very guilty of, you know. I don't know. I think I just tend to be too nice, and I like most things. And I don't know. I'm very bad at rating stuff, to be honest. And that's why I really don't do ratings that often. If you give every song and every album a 10, it's meaningless. Every album can't be perfect. Every album can't be a 10. And so it really does drive me nuts when I, check out these reactors and they have hundreds and hundreds of videos and every single song. Oh my goodness, that's a 10, that's an 11, that's a 15. Like, come on, be honest with the way you feel about songs. And if you're like me and you really do just enjoy everything and you're easy to please, then just don't do ratings. You're not adding anything to the conversation. Now we're getting to the stuff that really, really drives me crazy. Number 7, talking over important parts of the song. Now I know this is the first time that you've heard this song ever, so how could you know when the important part of the song's coming? Pay attention to the song. If you know anything about song structure and tension and release, you can kind of tell when the important thing is coming. And so don't talk over it. I try really hard in my videos to only talk when I know that it's something that we've heard before or something that's not that important. The second time we've gone through a chorus, over an instrumental part perhaps. But when there's a breakdown coming, and I can tell there's a breakdown coming because I've heard hundreds and hundreds of metal songs, I shut up and I let it happen. and then I give my reaction. Don't talk over the breakdown call out or the most important iconic part of the song. At number 6, we've got intros that are too long. Now, this can go two ways. This can be like an intro clip that's too long and taking too long to get to the song. Both are equally annoying. I'm somebody who really likes an intro clip in my videos, and I maybe that's kind of an old school thing, but it just kind of feels like, hey, it's the theme song. It makes it feel like it's a show, makes it feel a little more official, but it's gotta be short. My intro is like 5-6 seconds, and that's it. I don't need to see a 30-second compilation of you losing your mind to songs that I can't hear over top of some epic music, and then your logo shows up for 10 seconds. It's just unnecessary. Just get to the song. Then that goes also for people who chit-chat forever and ever and ever about, oh, I was just at the store and I saw this cute dog, and then I also last week I went and saw this other band that has nothing to do with this song. Stop. Just get to the song. We're all here to hear you check out this song and to hear your opinion on it. If you want to chit chat and talk about your week and whatever, do it after the music. If you can't get to the song within 2 minutes, I'm probably going to skip your video. I try really hard to keep my intros under 2 minutes, under 1:30 if I can, because I know that you guys just want me to get to the song, and I want to respect the viewer's time. So just stop with the long intros. At number 5, we have not caring about your voiceover audio. It's often been said that people can tolerate bad video, but they cannot tolerate bad audio, and I so agree with that. It baffles me when I see somebody who has a ton of RGB lights and a crazy setup, crystal clear camera, really good editing, and where's the microphone? It's nowhere to be seen. And then they're sitting in this echoey room where you can hear reverberations from their voice, and it doesn't sound nice and crisp and clear. I don't understand. The first purchase that I made when I started this channel was a lav mic, because I knew that I needed to get my audio on point. The video would sort itself out. I've gone through different cameras and different setups through the years, but audio was the thing that I needed to figure out first. And I think it's the thing that every YouTuber should figure out first. Get good audio and then worry about everything else. I shouldn't see a big neon sign behind you if you don't even have a microphone. Number 4 is also audio related and maybe even more egregious. It's messing with the original audio of the song. Now, the only thing I do in my videos to change the audio of the song is to just lower it down by about 10 decibels so that you can hear me talk over it and everything sounds nice and good and balanced. There's some people here who think that they can skirt around copyright guidelines by pitch shifting a song or speeding it up, or putting some compression on it maybe to help equalize it with their voice. And gosh, I just can tell every single time, and it drives me crazy. When I fall in love with a new song, and it's one of those songs that I'm obsessed with, and I want to go check out all the other Reactors videos for it, I hear this song over and over and over, and the very second that song starts playing and it's been pitch shifted or sped up or compressed or something like that, I can tell. And it drives me crazy because I've heard this song so many times, I know exactly how it should sound, and I think lots of people are the same way. So just don't mess with the original audio, just turn it up or down depending on how you need to mix it with your stuff. Don't put any effects on it, please. And now this one's a little more niche and maybe comes from my background going to art school, but it's not putting the picture-in-picture within your sight line when you're reacting to it. Let me explain. When I react, I sit here and I look here. See what I mean? The way I edit my videos creates the illusion of my eyes looking at the little video in the big video. And it's a small thing, but when reactors sit like here and the video is playing back here, it creates a weird feedback loop that isn't very pleasant. There's something in art called composition, and it's all about leading the viewer's eyes throughout the piece. And really good compositions trap your eyes within the piece and create feedback loops where you are bouncing around from one thing to another, and you just keep looking around and you're enticed and brought into the art. And I think good reaction videos do the same thing. When you put the picture-in-picture within your sightline, the viewers are looking at your face and then looking at your eyes and looking where your eyes are looking. Does that make sense? Put the video in front of your eyes. At number 2, we've got not playing the entire song in the video. This one drives me crazy. People will skip around, skip choruses, skip bridges, skip verses because, oh, it's the same as the last one and I didn't say anything interesting. I still want to see your reaction. And I know why people do this. They do it to get around copyright, and I can't really blame them for that. Copyright is really annoying as a reactor, but it's something we all have to deal with. But when you cut out a certain part of the song, you never know if that part that you cut out is somebody's very favorite part, and they really wanted to see your reaction to that very moment. And even if it's just you going, interesting, or you not saying anything at all, that's more valuable than you cutting it out completely. It drives me absolutely crazy if every second of the song is not included in your video. I don't mind if you pause now and then and back it up and, replay things, but I just want to make sure that you hit every second of that song so that I can see how you react to the entire song. You never know which moment is someone's favorite, and that might turn them off from watching your video if you don't show that. And at number 1, we have excessive pausing without adding anything to the conversation. Now, this one's a hot button issue. I don't pause in my videos because I don't particularly like to pause. I don't like when people pause a ton in videos, but I get why people do it. They do it for a multitude of reasons, copyright being one of them. And also some people are super, super intelligent experts who need to take time to explain some vocal technique or a production technique or whatever they're experts in. And I totally get that. Channels like The Charismatic Voice or Cardivox Academy, they can pause and rewind as much as they want because they know what they're talking about and they add to the conversation. But certain channels that just pause and go, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe this. Let's get back to it. You're adding nothing. You could have just said that over top of the music. I know why you're pausing. You're just doing it to get around copyright, but it's really, really annoying. Just let it play if you're not going to add anything to the conversation. Well, that's my 10 things that I think reactors should stop doing to make their videos better. And I don't really like being negative. So let's get some positivity in the comments. Let me know who your favorite reactors are and what you love about their channel. I want to hear who you like to watch in the comments down below. Personally, I'd like to give a shout out to my favorite reactors. I love watching Metal Burb, Bogdan, of course, Nick, Steve OG, Hardcore Keem, Rachel Reacts, and so many others. There's so many great reactors out there doing amazing stuff, and they're just so fun to watch. And everybody's style is different and unique and valid. So I want to hear your favorite reactors in the comments. Hit me up with who your favorites are and why you love them. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. This is not what we normally do here, but I just thought this would be a fun end of the year kind of video while there's kind of a lull in the releases. Got a lot of cool stuff planned for 2024, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me today. I'll see you in the next one.